So, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, if you're not subscribed and you own a T1 and you're watching this for the first time, please do consider subscribing, have a look at my videos. There's a lot of T1 related content. I'd really appreciate that, helps it grow because I have only just started this. Now, so in today's video I'm going to be doing the clutch master and clutch slave cylinder. Thought I'd put them in one video because they are largely the same, and if you're changing one, you might as well be changing the other because they're linked together, and then when you bleed it, it just all works. So I don't know how, but I went on eBay and I managed to get myself hold of a brand new Mercedes one. As you can see, brand new Mercedes, not an old one, off eBay for about 20 quid. I don't know how, I don't know if it's a clone. There was only one available, so I'm guessing someone just had it lying around and just wanted to sell it. Because the Febby ones of these are about, was it 40 or something pounds? So to get it like half price was pretty good, and Mercedes, so yeah, I was well happy about that. But it's available, and there is the part number if you're interested. So I'm not saying it's all the same, but this is a 1995 OM602, and that's the slave cylinder. So what you need to do first is drain the brake reservoir down to minimum, because this hose is just above minimum, and then you can take this hose off and do it. What I might try and do is take this hose off here, which goes onto the little bit there. I might try and take this bit off and drain it into a little container and use this to drain it out, rather than trying to, because they say suck it out with a syringe, but I don't have anything like that. So I'm going to try take that off, quickly move it here, drain it into a little container, and yeah, and then we can start undoing the two bolts that go through into the pedal plate, pedal box. And then you will need to remove the 11mm brake pipe fitting on the back of the master cylinder as well. So I'm going to get on draining this fluid down to minimum, take the cap off so it can get air in nicely, and then I'll be WD-40ing that 11mm and those nuts, and then hopefully everything will come off without snapping. Whoops. Oh, yummy. See, that's the thing. I'm doing this as preventative maintenance before my trip round Scotland, and I just didn't want the seals failing on me, because I know that can happen. And this is very black. I don't know if you can see. You kind of can. Look at the black in there. I've never done a full flush on this system, which is a bit shit. Yeah, that's not the healthiest looking brake fluid. So as you can see here, I'm just loosening off the back of the brake fitting carefully, and then wiggling it back and forth so it frees up, and then adding a bit more WD-40 to give it the best chance so it doesn't like twist the pipe and shear it off, because I don't want that happening because they are old steel pipes. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on with that. I won't bore you with that because that took forever. I'm being stupid, there's a nut on the back as well. You then need to remove the 17mm M10 bolt here with two spanners. Mine has a locking bolt, like a nut and then another nut. That doesn't look factory, so I wouldn't be surprised if yours is different. As I say, I don't know everything about Mercedes, but yeah, this is what mine's got. Yours might have a pin, I'm not sure. So here is the two. This one is the original. You can even see a bit of fluid down there, and as you can see, very nice. Same part number, same shape, all good. So we just need to get that bit of pipe out of the pipe that links it to the brake reservoir, and then fit the new one. We also need to do the clutch cylinder. So the reason I think they put a 10mm bolt through is because the hole in the pedal got a bit worn and big, so they drilled it out to a 10mm, drilled this out to a 10mm, it's like a 10mm bolt for it. So the easiest solution is to carry on doing that. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just weld the nuts to this pedal box plate. So yeah, getting the master cylinder back in is definitely a two-person job as well. If they'd have just welded the nuts to the back of the pedal box, it would have been easier, but you do need someone there with a spanner on the other side, so two people is much easier, or you can just weld the nuts on, which I might do. So next is the slave cylinder. Clutch is in. The pipe was a bit shit, could have done with new, but we can't find any and we don't have any, so tough. Put the clutch line back in, and this is the slave cylinder. Hopefully it's correct, and the part number for this, I shall read it out, is 000-295-3407. It's that one just there. So yeah, now on to doing this one, which is miserable, under the van, in the mud, so probably won't film as much of this, but essentially unbolt the other one, take the flexi hose out and remove it, and then same, just plop this one back in, stick the flexi hose in. Very simple thing. So things are not looking good, but I'm glad, well, they're looking good, but I mean, it's looking good that I changed it before Scotland. I was slightly concerned. I have done 8,500 miles now. So it comes with a little, well, a little gasket came off that didn't come with it, so that's a bit annoying. So I have to clean that up and reuse that. If you look in there, that boot is all creased and cracked, like you can see inside it. So yeah, that's toast. And if you squeeze this out, brown liquid comes out, so yeah, not great.
You see in this one it's
clean and not clean. Very different. Oh, and there is a little groove on that gasket, so I'll have to work out what way that went.
yeah, well, all that brown shit is the seal that's broken down in it.
Yeah. So I really didn't film much at all under the van. The installment of the slave cylinder is dead easy, as I said, you just put it in. In terms of bleeding, just crack off the bleed nipple. Use one of those one-man bleeding one-way valve things. You can buy them in local stores quite easily, or just a pipe with a bottle and a friend under there, and then just pump the fluid through, of which we ran out, which you're about to find out, and just keep pumping the pedal and I tried to flush out as much of my old stuff as possible, and then I filled it up with new stuff, because as I said, I wanted to get rid of all that bad old stuff. I also bled all the brakes to get rid of all the old stuff as well. So yeah, apologies about that, but yeah, back to the video. So, run out of brake fluid, so can't fully bleed it, so gonna put it away for today and get some brake fluid for tomorrow, because somehow there's none at this household and I ran out. Yeah, but we've flushed as much of the system as we can through. There was still half a thing, but we couldn't work out how to get it, even with a pump. We tried pumping it out and we couldn't get any out. So yeah, but we've changed most of it, so that's all that done. So I'll see you tomorrow when we put some more fluid in, bleed it on, and then that'll be it. But I'll probably end this video here, to be fair, because that's how you fit it, that's how you bleed it. I just haven't actually got to bleeding it because we ran out of fluid. The slave cylinder is, and the bolts you have to remove, it's just two 13mm bolts, and then a 14mm flexi hose on the top, and then the bleed nipple on the back is 7mm, so quite standard. Yeah, but that's going to be it for this video. So if you did enjoy it, and you do have a T1, as I say, make sure you check out my other videos, subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you, so drop a comment down below and let me know what van you got. See you in the next one.